Hi class, this is Miss Humphreys. It is week 8, day 1. Let's go over our vocabulary for week 8. Our first vocabulary word is parallel lines. Parallel lines are lines that never meet or intersect. They go on and on and on like the Energizer Bunny, but never cross each other. However, perpendicular lines they do meet, they intersect. And when they intersect, they form right angles. Right angles are 90-degree angles. Now, on a plane in which we're going to be dealing with coordinate planes, they have vertical and horizontal lines. The horizontal lines on a coordinate plane are parallel to our x-axis, meaning the horizontal lines go from left to right, just like the horizon in the sky. Whereas the vertical lines are parallel to the y-axis, meaning they go from top to bottom. Now, our next two words, standard algorithm and area model, actually pertains to our computations. So standard algorithm is the conventional way to solve a problem. It's a step-by-step process. It's the process that most people use. Now, the area model we've used for multiplication and division. But today we're going to concentrate on multiplication, and the area model is a visual multiplication model where the factors represent the length times the width. This ends our vocabulary for week 8. So today for our daily fluency lesson, we're going to multiply the following by using standard algorithm. What is the first thing you think we're going to do? Yep, I have it down here. We're going to multiply the bottom ones by the top row. 4 times 1 is 4. 3 times 1 is 3. 2 times 1 is 2. Now we're going to follow our second step, which is put our placeholder here. Then we're going to multiply the bottom tens by the top row. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 3 is 6. And 2 times 2 is 4. Now we're going to add our partial products to get our final product. 4 plus 1 is 4. 8 plus 3 is 11. We're going to carry our 1 here, so we have to regroup. 6 plus 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. And then we're going to bring down our 4 because we don't have anything to add there. So we put our comma here, and our answer is 4,914. All right, let's go to our next page where they want you to write the coordinate pair for each letter. Now, to name a coordinate pair, you need to first travel across the x-axis. Here's the x-axis here. The x-axis is a horizontal line, meaning that it goes from left to right. Then after you travel across the x-axis, you have to travel up on the y-axis. The y-axis are the lines that go from top to bottom. Now notice that this is only quadrant 1 because all the numbers are positive. Remember, the coordinate plane has 4 quadrants. So after you go up on the y-axis, you're going to list the points in that order. See X, you list X, and then you list Y. I have the arrows here to remind you that you go across the x-axis first, which is the horizontal line, and then you go up the y-axis, which is this line going up. All right, so let's start with A. So we're going to go across the x-axis, and we stop at 2 because 2 is aligned with A here. And then we're going to go up to A. So we went across 2 and then we went up to A. So if we look at the line that A is on our y-axis, A is 1 for our y. This line is y. And X is 2. So here is X. We mark this line as X. And this line is Y. So our point would be, if X is first, our point would be 2, comma, and our Y would be 1. And then remember, we got to put our parentheses. All right, let's do B. Let's go across our x-axis. B is aligned with 3. So X is 3. Put our open parentheses. If we go up our Y line and we trace across, we'll see that B is at 2. So our point is 3, 2. Now we're at C. Let's go across our x-axis, and here is C, aligned with 5. So our X is 5. And then we go up our Y line, and C is at 3. Y is 3. All right, let's look at D here. All right, let's travel across our x-axis first. X is 4 for D. And so our Y line here is just 0. Remember, because X is first. All right, let's look at E. So E, we're already on X. Is 0 here. So X is 0. Remember, X is always first. And we travel up our Y line to 5. So Y equals 5 for E. All right, it says plot your own F. So we can put a point anywhere here. So I'm just going to put it here. And if I look, this line, this Y line here is between 3 and 4. So X is 3.5. And Y is 3. All right, so we have just written the coordinate pair for each letter, and we created our own point on the coordinate plane. So this concludes our fluency for week 8, day 1.